Welcome to Pull Pin Ready War Room Edition. Back again as your host, Jim here, and with me as usual,
Oh, there it is. Nate Dog. What's happening,
Nate
Jim?
Dog. What's up?
How are you? How are
What's
you?
up? I don't know. I should check my blood pressure before I do these episodes, right?
I catch you fired up 2 days ago, huh?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, right. You got me fired up every day, right? Anyways, so welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, a War Room Edition. This is where we pull some headlines from the mainstream media and we talk about them whether we have read or not read the articles. Chances are we probably have not read the articles, but we know you haven't either because you're busy people and you got a lot going on. So we're going to tell you what the story's about from our perspective, right? And what's so good about that, Nate?
We're just average veterans who've been on the road that we know everything.
Yes, and we're just not the special elite kind that, get all the spotlight so they can't see what's going on. We actually can see what's going on. So, and what's the greatest thing we got to? You know what? We
Yeah.
can't keep saying this, dude.
It wanted to be more special than because we have never been fact checked.
Yeah, but we can't keep saying that, you know what? Because when we do,
Why
then we're
not?
gonna be so lost, man.
We'll have to have a
We're
new
gonna
intro. It took
be,
us
yeah.
it took us a year and a half to get one right. We'll figure another one out a year and a half
We'll
later.
be like, we've only been fact checked once.
That'll work. That'll work.
Anyways, so let's do what we do. Let's get some headlines and talk about it, right?
There you go.
Boom! New data vindicates Sweden's no lockdown pandemic approach.
So I'm assuming what this says is Sweden did not do a lockdown, and new data proved that it didn't have any difference than everybody else that did lockdowns.
Right. Or maybe better. Who knows? Maybe their economy wasn't destroyed. Maybe their people's lives weren't, their kids weren't, lost a year of school. Maybe, so maybe that, yeah, maybe that's
So,
what it was.
so like Sweden didn't do anything.
No, they didn't lock down. They left it up to their people. They gave the people the information. They said, look, this is what we recommend. You do what you need to do. And they did it.
Isn't Sweden? Are they always neutral? Isn't that the country that's always
That's
neutral?
Switzerland.
Oh,
That's
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
That's
Yeah.
such an S. I was
Sweden's up
close.
near that country that just got into NATO, Finland, remember? Sweden, Finland, and why I keep forgetting the other one?
Norway.
Norway. I keep forgetting that one. Why do I keep forgetting Norway?
You
I
told
actually
me last
served with those
episode.
guys in
Vietnam. Oh,
Macedonia.
messed
No,
up. Mess.
Macedonia.
I was close.
Under United Nations. Yeah, we served with those guys. That wasn't even anywhere close. But I'm not a
Oh.
geography guy anyway, so you probably could pull over on me. You know what I mean? But you don't see me flying a Ukraine flag when I don't even know where Ukraine is. So, um,
It's next to Russia. Duh.
well, of course it is. Or it's in Russia right now.
Could be. Could be.
Or
Who
it's
knows?
halfway in Russia. I don't know. That's a bad joke, right? Anyways, so yeah, so I don't. I'd like to know what the data is, but I'm really not surprised. And isn't it funny? Here we are. What's it? 2 years later, like we're still
3 years
talking
later.
now about the pandemic.
3 years.
You
It
know,
started. It started in March of 2020. Here we are. We're past 3 years now, and we're still
right?
under a national emergency right now until roughly May 11th. So it's still
Oh, are
here.
we really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
The, na-
remember reading that. Yeah, I remember
the,
reading that, but
the
I don't know
national
if that was.
emergency hasn't been over yet. Not till May 11th.
Oh wow. Well, everything's a national emergency now. Anyway, as soon as this one's over, they're gonna start another one. Guns.
That's it.
Guns are a national health emergency.
That's how you get around the laws. You
Yep.
declare emergency. You don't have to follow rules and regulations.
Yeah, they figured that one out. This COVID thing. Yeah, they figured a whole lot out. And you see the. We're gonna get off topic. I know it.
We always do. It don't matter. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the bill they're talking about. Look, whether you're Democrat, Republican, one of the worst things that ever happened to this country was 9/11. Not just because of 9/11, but because of what Bush did to our citizens by enabling spying on all of our citizens. Well, they say this is coming. This bill they're enacting right now is that's coming. The TikTok bill, whatever they're calling it,
Oh.
that bill that's coming is it's twice as bad. They can spy on you if you have a. They say if you have a VPN that goes through Russia or goes through some foreign adversary or whatever you use it to watch their stuff, or they will be able to spy on your computer camera.
There is no way they can spy on me. There is no way they can spy on me. You don't need a bill for that. They're already doing it. Come on now.
Well, right, yeah, well, I mean, but legally they could do it. They could just do it openly, whatever.
Okay, and if they're doing it illegally, who's going to stop them?
Well, but at least iPhone, Apple, and Google, and all these people
Are
make
not going to
money
do
selling the
anything.
data. No, they're selling our data
Oh
right
yeah,
now. They're selling it.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
funny. Like I got a Samsung phone, and I know it's listening to me all the time, but when I'm talking to it, it can't listen or understand a word I'm saying.
No shit, right?
Throw that phone out the window because I'm talking to it instead of trying to text and drive. I try to talk to it, and it doesn't even hear me. I'm like, I want to throw it out the window. But when I'm sitting here doing minding my own business, like right now, it's listening to every word I'm saying.
Yeah. Then when you get on Facebook, an ad will pop up. Are you looking for this?
Well, it's that. So we knew this already, though, right? We knew this lockdown thing. We knew all this stuff, right? But why now? Why is now the? Why are we still looking for data to vindicate this stuff? We already know the scamdemic was a bunch of crap. I mean, obviously the virus was real, but we know, and it was just another way to bootstrap control and power, man. We're losing our freedoms.
No, it was all across the world. It was not just the U.S. The pandemic. It was all across the world.
Yeah, because they don't want world power, right?
All right, moving on. Moving on to world power.
Oh, speaking of world power, Los Angeles floats massive release of inmates.
Los Angeles. What state is that?
uh,
I wish I wish the earthquakes would break California apart from the rest of the country. Good Lord.
It'd be
That
Hawaii,
state,
Hawaii
that's
0.5.
no, that state is so stupid. Oh, good Lord.
It's unfortunate though because we get
Well,
a
you know,
lot of our
as
stuff.
long as the thing is, as long as they have a massive release of inmates, as long as they stay in California, keep committing crimes, I'm fine with it. But don't let them outside the state of California. If you
Right,
want to
right.
release them, keep them in your own state.
Yeah, yeah. Let's put up a wall. Remember, like Escape from L.A.
Because none of these inmates are gonna be repeat offenders.
No, and what are they going to do? They're all going to get out and look for jobs. What at 7-Eleven? Like, what are you going to do? They got nowhere to work. They're probably better off in prison.
What are you talking about? This economy is booming. We have the highest
Oh.
employment rate since February of 2020.
Look, dude, let me. You know what? Look. I know I don't want. We don't want to go back and keep talking about Trump again, too. But dude, you want to see how sorry this whole administration is. Have you seen what JPP, whatever her stupid name is, that the secretary of the president or the speaker of the president? I don't know what is her freaking title. She's an idiot.
I have no idea.
She may be a very nice lady. I don't know, but this lady is just so incompetent, dude. I don't know how you'd listen to anything the government says. If
Well,
she's
that's
a spokesperson,
perfect. They don't
I
want
don't know.
her to say anything, so she doesn't say anything. That's perfect for them.
Oh, dude, she wouldn't even answer simple questions. I saw her the other day about, they're asking some. She was arguing with some press guy. I don't think he's some right wing or whatever, but she was arguing with him because he was asking about Biden's opinion of the whole Trump thing, and she's like, "Well, we're not commenting on open investigations." He's like, "Well, January 6th, he said sex. There was like some 200 open investigations, and you had a whole lot to say about that." Well, this is different because that was our democracy was under attack, and like, are you kidding me? So all the inmates have been released. They're just in Congress. Or they're in the White House.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Well, you said January 6th, is that what you said?
Yeah, I did. Oh, look at that. We got some from January 6th. Look, COVID comes back. Now look, January 6th. What do you know? And I heard somebody call it 1/6 the other day. I was like, what are you talking about? Stop trying to make this cool. FBI January 6th informant says he could break the law in certain situations.
How, wait a minute. You're allowed to break the law in certain situations? Like what situation?
Well, first of all, I mean, I don't know. Is there rules that dictate what informants can and can't do? I thought that an informant can't break the law. I thought anybody who worked for you as an informant or whatever could not break the law.
Well, this one can.
Apparently.
The FBI informant, not a regular, police officer informant.
No,
But
not
the
an
FBI,
agent.
but
Not
the
an
FBI,
agent.
but the FBI. No. I'm saying not an informant for your local police department or,
Oh, right.
but an FBI informant. They can break laws.
Right. It's crazy, right? I mean, like, and he said it, right? So, I mean, this is like I said, so if you're sitting at home and you're believing the COVID crap, the Ukraine crap, you're believing this January 6th crap, I mean, what's it going to take? What is it going to take, you know what I mean, to wake up? The FBI planted this crap. We'll have more Trump stuff in the indictment thing. I guarantee you they're out there trying to act like it's Trump supporters that are rioting. And We're gonna have more of the crap, but what's it gonna take for you guys to finally realize our country has been doing this in other countries for a very long time? I was in the military. I was in the government. I was in other countries. Let me tell you, I don't have any direct proof, nor would I say I did if I did have it. But you got to understand, we're good at this game. If you believe the government at this point, man, Lord help us. That's why I like Trump, because you know what? Trump may not be, like I said, I wouldn't let him marry my daughter. I probably wouldn't even let her take her to the prom.
He's a little old for your
But
daughter.
well, yeah, but anyways, you get what I'm saying. But the point is, I don't. Even, I'd probably be shocked if he showed up to a church. You know what I mean? But the point is, though, he's not an insider. He's not an insider, and that's why he's the bull in the china shop because he's messing up their whole program. How do I get back on Trump? I got Trump deranged syndrome too, right?
Yeah, you do. Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Oh, this is great. Teacher shot by 6-year-old files 40 million lawsuit against school board.
You know, I heard this, and I, maybe you should file a 40 million lawsuit against the parents.
So you probably could follow it against everybody if they want it.
Yeah, I mean, I know like that Nashville school, they didn't have a SRO there. I don't know if the school had an SRO, but you know, it's a 6-year-old bringing a gun. That's on the parents. That gun was not secured properly. Most of these, if you are under age to possess a weapon, it's the parents' fault. The parents did not. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. If you got it from your house, it's the parents' fault.
Well, I mean, let's be
Obviously, you
real.
can get weapons in the black market. You want that's not the parents' fault. But if this 6-year-old didn't go on the black market and get a weapon, this 6-year-old was in the house and got a weapon from wherever she was living or staying, and it's those persons' fault.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to let parents off the hook, but I mean, I don't know where the kid 6-year-old got the idea to do this. I don't know where he got it. Did parents say, "Hey, if you ever need a gun, go"?
All right.
You know, I mean, like,
Yeah, I don't care where you got the idea from. Obviously, the weapon is readily available and not secured properly. My 6-year-old is not getting any of my guns. None.
sure. But I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, though, um,
I mean,
he could have
if I
got it
had
from a
guns,
neighbor.
if I had guns.
He could have got it from a neighbor's kid or another. I
Well,
mean, and it's not like
suppose this gun came from the house,
right, sure. Now, I'm not going to discount the neglect of the parents, right?
and that's why I said if it came from the house, then that's on them. And
Sure.
if it came from the neighbor's house, if you had a
Well,
six year old in your house,
all I'm
you know,
saying, I get it. I'm not willing to pin the blame just on the parents. I mean, they are the primary, to blame. They should carry the most bulk of the blame. But I'm just saying it's kind of ridiculous. But what's more important to me is this is funny in two aspects. Like, good for her for getting some vindication, in this whole thing. But you know how sad this looks. Like, I almost want to get shot by a 6-year-old.
so you can get $40 million.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you serious? Like, is that worth $40 million? You're not dead, and even if I was dead, my
This
kid
this
wouldn't even get a quarter of that. Not even
this,
a quarter, less than a.
this is America. That a lawyer will take this, and a lawyer will get it, and a lawyer will get 39 million, and she'll get one.
Yeah, it's just insane. And then he'll get elected to some official position, and then he'll somehow become some important guy up in the government. And then when he's run that route, he'll go to CEO somewhere, and then yeah, it's a whole gamut. They do this crap all the time. This stuff's. I mean, we're this country is so far broken, dude. Like I used to get on people's case when they talk trash about America, and like, I think you said it last episode or something. It's still the greatest country I think there's ever existed, but we are so broken right now. I mean, we are so broken, and I think it starts with the people, because the Constitution was brilliant, but if you don't enforce it, it's useless.
Yep, yep.
It's useless. So all these laws that we're making may be good, but if you don't enforce them or you don't enforce them properly, they're useless. So what do you do? I mean, let's think about this for a second. If you look at the left, a lot of their arguments are feelings, right? They're trying to regulate greed and things like that, right? So now, don't get me wrong. I think we have so much more in common, left and right, all that stuff have so much more in common. They're just on two different boats. You know what I mean? They're not, one's on a rowboat, one's on a sailboat, and they're trying to figure it out. But this corruption is on the same page. These corrupt politicians have been doing this for years. They're fine-tuning their corruption. While we keep fighting with each other over stupid stuff when we agree the end result is happiness. Do we want, everyone to be happy and nobody be bullied and picked on? Yes. I don't know anybody who wants somebody to be bullied and picked on. I mean, there are people out there, evil's evil. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you show up and, burn down buildings and call that, progress, and then condemn somebody for, protesting or walking through the Capitol and call that the worst thing since the world. Like, I mean, there was some violence there. I'm not trying to downplay the violence, but you get my sense.
But there was violence in the riots too, but that was mostly peaceful. I mean, come on now.
Right.
You can't have it both ways. It's very hypocritical. If you're going to condemn the right, condemn the left. If you're going to condemn the left, condemn the right.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, dude. And I don't know if we've talked about this before, but this is my stance about this.
I'm sure we have.
Yeah, right? This is why I think the problem is condemning Christianity. Now, whatever, man. I'm not going to sit here and preach a sermon or whatever, but people who are Christians, whether you like them, agree with them, or not, they have this thing called the Bible. The Bible is based on a story about a guy called Jesus, right? Jesus, right? So Jesus was an example. Jesus was a standard. It was a way that we can all look at one standard and say, that's the way we need to live. That's what it was.
No.
Nowadays, we're living by people's feelings.
So if there's a Bible, why is there Protestants? Why is there Catholics? Why is there Mormons? Why is there Muslims? Why is there so many different?
Let me give you it. You're exactly hitting on exactly what I'm talking about. Because there was one Jesus. There was one
According to who? According to who?
But listen to me. I'm not going to sit here and argue religion here. My point being is there was one Jesus, one Bible. But people decided to say, well, I don't really like that part of it, so I'm going to make this religion where we can do this. People started, oh, well, I don't want to have to do this, so we're going to have to do that. And that's what we're doing. Yep. We've just got a long history of living by us. Let's just pick a standard. Even the 10 Commandments, dude. I don't care if you believe in Jesus or not. There's nothing wrong with the 10 Commandments. Good starting point, right? Thou shalt not kill. Whoa, can we all agree on that?
Nope, we can't, because there's killing.
Right, exactly. But the point being is it's wrong, right? Can we all agree that killing is wrong? I mean, no, because there's justified killing, and then what I mean? Like, I get it, man. I just the point I'm getting at is there's no standard anymore because everyone's standard is in their own head.
Well, I think the standard for this episode is to wrap it up.
Yeah, our standard is to keep it under 20 minutes, and we're pushing that really close. But it was a fun time. It was a good time. Good time. We can talk about religion a whole nother episode, Nate.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, and until then, right? Oh no. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Nate, for being here as usual. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. I know I didn't say it in the beginning this time, but give us money, subscribe, or wait, we don't have anywhere to get money.
Oh,
yeah, we'll keep.
There we go. This is a rabbit hole Jim likes.
I don't even know where this came from. Anyway,
I don't know either.
Until next time. Oh, I got mad at somebody because they kept saying that.
Oh.
They kept like pleading. And I hear it still. Oh, that's what I did. We need to come up with our own coffee. Anyways, until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pen ready. Boom. Oh, shit. Wrong.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.